Well,
we've lost. Oh, there we are.
Good evening, everybody. I am trying to keep a straight face because, as you will see, we have the fantastic Will Murphy, we have the fantastic Carl Horton, and tonight, for one night only, we have Ben Bushell. Unfortunately, we can't get him on the panel. But if you look on Carl's shoulder, you will see the man himself. Hi, Ben, give us a wave. Fantastic. Right then, gentlemen, let's show Ben how polite we can be. Well, let's start with you, Will. How's your week been?
My week has been excellent, thank you very much. Yeah, no, I've been super busy, but most of all, last Saturday was excellent because I'm born in Cardiff and a Welsh rugby supporter. Wales won Triple Crown, so that was particularly brilliant. Sorry about that, everybody.
Let's eject you.
Yeah, and I also managed to...
Can't hear you, mate. Go on, Will.
I think there was an expletive. And I managed to get out on a real bike in the real outdoors again. So
that's like going out.
Like out in the real outdoors on a bicycle. Yay. That's excitement.
Fantastic.
And the rest was all teeth and implants and stuff.
Teeth, all that kind of jazz.
All that carry on. Have we lost him? No, he's still there.
Oh, he's still there. He's still there. So, Carl Horton, what about your week?
I've just turned Ben off. That's the first.
No, I'm on.
Okay, I'll turn him on. Yeah, do you know what? I had there was one quite sad day because it was the retirement for David Payne, who I've known for I don't know how long now. But absolutely fantastic chap. He's an absolute legend. Absolute legend. It was, we were invited to say goodbye to him, and yeah, it was quite emotional. I don't really get that emotional. Well, I cry at Jungle Book and stuff like that. But when Baloo dies,
did you cry when Mufasa died?
Yeah, well, not so much really. A little bit maybe. I kind of welled up a little bit, but certainly when Baloo kind of we get feedback. It's either feedback or someone's trying to break into the house. Probably someone's trying to break into the house.
Have you got anything worth stealing?
His sign, the Horton implant sign. That's what they're after.
No, they nicked everything last year, so there's nothing left really.
Well, you live in Birmingham, you know.
Yeah, I don't tell everybody again. Wait, just to know.
Yeah, what's the address?
Somewhere in Hagley, near a golf course.
And the rest of your week?
So yeah. I mean, a couple of sinus lifts, bit busy down in Hereford. Back into Sally. All the usual meetings and all that stuff.
That could be my end, couldn't it?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Son. Shush, pretend like it's not happening.
I thought you'd locked one of your children in or something, to keep them quiet.
Yeah.
No, don't tell everybody, Will.
And then I brought my pet tonight.
Brought your pet.
You brought a pet?
Yeah, I brought my pet.
So, Ben, this leads us nicely on to you. So, without doing any silly faces, introduce yourself. You've got a fantastic practice in Malvern, have you not?
Yes. You don't want to blow one's own trumpet. I have a great girls. Nice practice, nice place to work. Busy at the moment. I'm just a general dentist. Work between a couple of practices, Bewdley and Malvern, and Simmons Yap when I get down there. Basically all we are is putting out fires from a year of almost no dentistry now. People coming in and it's like firefighting.
Yeah, very much so. You moved to a new building though, didn't you, Ben? Was it 18 months, 2 years ago?
What's that I built?
You moved from a new building. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I built. Moved. So basically, there was a church, and well, I didn't build it myself. A friend did it, and I paid him a lot of money, or rather, my dad paid him a lot of money, and he just turned it into a 7-surgery practice with, parking on one floor, disabled access, just everything you could want, purpose built really. So double heighted waiting room for those tall patients. Obviously, nothing like me. I could do a half height seat.
Pole dancing area.
Sorry?
You got a pole dancing area.
I mean, it wouldn't hold my weight now, but some of the good like a second career in pole dancing. And they probably earn more than I pay them.
Something we'd all pay to see.
We would. You're being very modest. You're being very modest. It's a lovely practice. Very, very nice practice.
Thank you.
And you do have a cracking team, as you mentioned. Really good team.
Good team, and it's just nice to see. The girls will get along well. And you know what? One of the most important things, I think, if you're going to spend 40 hours a week working, is everyone has a good time, enjoys their time at work. It's dentistry stressful enough. So I think if you're going to spend more time there than you are with your other half, you've got to have a good rapport with everyone. Good 100%. Sense of humour.
100%. How do you think Will and I work with Carl? We have to have a good sense of humour.
Oh, definitely. Carl fits into Malvern very well because he's almost as strange as I am. Almost, and his sense of humour is almost as left field as mine is. Not. Although to be fair, we do have competition. There is a bit of competition.
Who from?
Just me when we when the conversation gets really depraved, it's quite close.
It's very true, mate.
It is.
Yeah, going back to what Will said with Wales winning Triple Crown, that was 16-man Wales there. The referee was on this side.
Yeah, he might have been French, but he was eligible to play for Wales. Yeah,
he's from Le Carré.
There was a few euros stuck in his kit bag before the game.
Yeah,
that was all right though.
Well, a win's a win, Will.
I particularly liked his first decision. I thought his first decision was great. Go and have a chat with your team. Off you go. How fast can you get 60 yards? I didn't even play rugby.
The knock-on was dubious because it did hit his leg. So it depends on the interpretation of the rules.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of luck all round, but there you go. We'll have it.
Yeah, you'll take it.
We'll take it. Yeah.
Have we explained to everybody why Ben is on my phone, or is it just?
That's how we roll.
He's your virtual friend who doesn't exist in 3D.
It's not really Ben. One of these deep fake things. I've just taken a picture of it from the internet.
AI, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say.
These are proper dogs. Look at these.
They're nice. Hey, Carl.
Yeah.
Yes.
You mentioned sinus lifting, and I saw a post on the old social media from Amit, who was showing a case using those Densaburs or Versaburs. Have you used those?
No.
Okay.
End of that conversation.
Damn. I was hoping you'd pick that up and run with it.
No, I've just I thought about it. I probably haven't had a situation where it's sort of, I don't know, everything's worked in the hands and the tools that I've got at the moment, but it's something that I've had a look at and thought about, and then thought, no.
Yeah, but I mean, I've got a case where there's a quite a low horizontal running scepter. So to get in there with a lateral window, you just know it's going to be stress city and potential tears and all the rest of it. And it's just one of those ones scratching my head. And I've looked at those burrs, and again, also I know crestal approach is getting a little bit of coverage, seems to be a thing some people are into. So I was just wondering on your take on it.
Yeah, do you know what? I've sort of looked at the burrs, I've looked at the evidence, and I've heard really, really good reports from people that have used the system. Ben, I know you've dabbled in this sort of stuff. You've done probably more recent course than Will and me, but it wasn't something that I could kind of justify investing in, because the cases weren't really sort of appropriate, or I wasn't going to get any better results than I had with the sort of the casket that I was using. Is he gone again? Casket that I was using.
It's my mum was trying to call me.
Oh, okay.
Saved me a painful hour at least.
And so because of that, I've just not opted not to invest yet. But I think if I had a case like the one you were describing, then I would certainly ring you up and say, "Can I borrow your birds, please?"
Yeah, absolutely. And that'll probably be me to Amit. I'll be, lend us your birds, mate. So, yeah. But then I've seen other ones where you make a little hole and you stick a little balloon up inside, and you use hydraulic pressure, I guess, to lift the sinus floor. So I don't know. Did you say Ben does that sort of stuff?
Ben probably knows about the kit. He's done an implant course and in the past.
I've just started, but I would say Jag invested in it. So you see, because it's half my money, Jag tends to buy absolutely everything he can get his hands on. So he's got Denver's. It's literally like having a second wife, that just spends money, but less attractive than the first wife. And he's got some Denver birds, and I've used them a few times. So basically, my knowledge of implants is Jag tells me where to poke and drill, and I just do it. And they seem to widen the ridge, and they seem quite good, to be honest.
Yeah, we are talking implantology now, aren't we, mate?
I knew this was coming.
Well, to be fair, with 12 or 13 millimeters, we can be talking anything really.
Yeah.
Lifetime.
Yeah.
Will, help me out. Ben Bushell, tell us about a new piece of equipment that you might be acquiring for your practice. Shout about it. Steady.
Do you want the real answer?
CBCT.
Yeah, we are. The finance has been done, so it's good, and they're measuring the room. They want to plan. Apparently, it releases this thing called radiation, which is dangerous. So they want to plan out and put some lead in the walls or something like that, so the patients don't turn green or dense. And so once a plan's been drawn and somebody's put a bit of Pritt stick on the walls or whatever they're going to do, we should get one. And it's useful because all the local practices can refer, Worcester, Simmons, just refer in. I definitely don't think one per practice is necessary. Do you know what I mean? I think one between about 4 is probably about right. One between 3 or 4.
Yeah. Is that why the church has started leaking?
All that lead being stripped off the roof.
Every church needs money to have their roof done.
Roof when it was being built. They some travellers came and jumped on the roof and got it.
No way.
Yeah, just the ones.
From your place or from
Eton Church? From Eton Church.
Crikey. Did they put it in your place? Not.
No, they just came. And
you bought it off them.
Yeah.
Cut price.
Replacement, so you should be fine now.
Ben still uses the film, the digital, the old developing film. So he's using the lead out of the old films, and he's
the
just
wrappers. Yeah, that used to store.
Blue tack. Yeah.
I also lick the lead.
Yeah.
that would answer quite a few questions I had, Ben. That's another conversation.
Hair looks good. Hair looks amazing.
Will, do you have a CBCT?
No, because there's literally one around the corner with at Westbourne.
Oh, okay.
So, and again, one of these things I've looked into. You know, it would be nice to have it next door, but then also because I'm then going to Dorwich, and Dorwich is way too small. When I'm in Hertfordshire, there's a scanner in the building, so you know that's fine. So at the moment, it's sort of be hard to justify for being 2 or 3 days a week.
Yes.
What make you getting, Ben? What makes scanner?
Carestream, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I just like ask Jag what the best is. To be fair, he spends his time like at home, like watching videos of how to do this, and really he's quite dedicated. I tend to watch other videos, but
equally as dedicated.
To be fair, the one of Beauty, the Carestream one, it does everything you need. Good images. You can see where the nerves are, see where the arteries are, whatnot. The places to avoid when you're putting an implant in.
Yeah, sounds
The
good.
important things.
Yeah.
Jack also does Invisalign at your practice, doesn't he, Ben? Or clear correct?
Mate, is your hand getting tired? Are you getting cramped?
No. What it is there's an Uber delivery, and
you should have lots of strength in that hand.
there's an Uber delivery, and I don't think anybody's answering the door, and I just heard something go, but I've got no idea where he is.
Trying to break in.
But yeah, the Uber driver's trying to break in. But because I'm having to nurse you through this webinar because you're so illiterate on how to use the internet, I've got no idea whether he's at the front door or not. But then that said, it doesn't matter. He's probably eating half the food.
He'll leave it there. It'll just be freezing by the time you get to him. What have you ordered?
Yeah,
I've ordered from Damascena, the Syrian,
nice.
wraps and all that sort of stuff.
Sounds good.
It is nice, mate. It is nice. I'll bring some to the practice.
It is yummy.
This is for the girls. We'll do like a Christmas pie.
Do what?
Christmas party. I could hear.
Yeah.
Out of COVID party, whenever we can, whenever we get
There
out.
you are.
Lovely. I mean, what we did, we turned up to Ben's practice, Will, to do a presentation because they weren't doing implants at the practice, and we were probably about an hour and a half late because they closed part of the motorway off, and it was summertime. And bless them, they'd all
can't drive.
yeah, and they were all waiting patiently for us to start the presentation, which was worth it. To be fair, I mean, they were fully entertained.
Of course.
Place that on the pole, the dance pole.
Yeah,
I do the things I do for my job.
Plenty of pictures of me in the leather shorts and all that sort of stuff with the olive oil.
YMCA.
And they served pizzas and everything. It was such a warm welcome. It's
nice.
Yeah, it was lovely. It's got a lovely team. And they I don't know whether you still probably can't do it at the moment, but on Fridays they do someone who cook, because there's a kitchen you can cook and everything like that. So yeah.
You smell it all through the practice.
Do you know what? I would just be like having a sleep in the afternoon because I would just film my face at lunchtime, put the chair back, doze off.
Snooze.
Work while he's asleep. He can actually do a prep and his eyes closed at the same time.
With his eyes closed.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Good skills.
Are you on mute? Have I muted you? I haven't muted you. I just can't hear you. Your lips are moving, but yeah.
I can prep with my toes.
Prep with your toes.
It's like ninja dentistry.
Absolutely.
My camera, see that? I can prep with my toes.
Hang on.
toes.
Absolutely
So
brilliant.
is there any?
I'm going to have to take Ben for a walk. I'm going to have to take Ben for a walk. Hang on. I'll let you two talk for a sec.
Go on then.
It's all right.
And we have.
So you come with me.
Oh no, we can still hear.
We're gonna hear the interaction with the
Uber
Uber
delivery
Eats guy.
who's climbing through a window just to deliver the food. So everybody, I bet you didn't realise this was going to be the webinar.
Carnage, absolute carnage.
Keeping it real though, Will. We're keeping it real.
So tell me, Kate, how much stuff do you bring with you when you go on your rounds? Do you have like casefuls of gear for different practices, or is everything set up there?
No, we do. And you've hit the nail on the head. It looks like we're moving in. And over the years, we've tried various sized bags, in all honesty. A suitcase. We take a suitcase, a good old fashioned suitcase with us. And then obviously, if the practice hasn't got a motor, then obviously we have to carry that round. So yes, we look like we're moving in.
The travelling. Wow. Yeah, I mean, and to be fair, I mean, obviously Dorwich has got a lot of stuff, but I still have a case, you know, with extra implants, extra bone material, you know, a few odds and sods, you know, might be like a sinus lift, you know, kit and that kind of thing.
Yeah. Are you the only implantologist in those practices? Great. So
I am, in Birmingham. Yeah. In Hertfordshire, I'd say there's probably another 3 guys who will do implants.
In that practice that you work in?
In that practice, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because that's where I was going with that equipment, with the materials as well, because, you know, you're going to rely on that practice or your TCO there. They've
got everything. They're very well equipped. So the only thing I'll bring is a couple of my favourite sinus lift instruments. That is literally about it. And they are very well stocked with implants. They've got the scanner,
brilliant,
various kits. Yeah, it's pretty well stocked. So occasionally there'll be some stuff that I'm wanting to order in, and they're very good about that as well. But because I just do the surgery and some of the other guys are restorative dentists or periodontists, they probably don't do as much as I do on my day, basically. So my day is all about the implant surgery.
Yeah.
You know, I won't restore any of the implants, you know, unless it's like an all-on-4 kind of thing.
Yes.
Where I'll, you know, fit the final thing. But yeah, by and large, it's just just turn up. It's all there for me. I'm lucky, really.
It is brilliant, though, Will. I mean, I'm sure over the years you haven't always had it like that. And when you do have a team that are on board like that, priceless.
Yeah. And do you have to interact then with? Will you have a key person in each practice that you will interact with?
Yeah.
And will they buy some of the stock that you tell them to? So you have to be kind of marshalling the other practices.
Yeah, we unless it's a corporate, because obviously we work out of a couple of corporates, so they obviously produce the consumables. But other than that, we do usually take it all with us, because these practices aren't used to having the implant service in there. So we do generally take it all with us. There may be 1 or 2 pieces that a general practice would potentially have, but no, we take it lock stock.
Lock stock. And do they provide all the nursing staff? Is that?
They do indeed, yeah. Whenever we go to a practice, we always have, like you've said, that first point of contact. So that would usually be the TCO. That doesn't always mean it would be our implant nurse. So we do have some practices where it is a TCO that's not our implant nurse. Generally, we find if it is that same person, it does, you know, perhaps have it advantages. But yeah, always got to have a first port of call, because as you know, if we're not in those practices, you do need eyes and ears.
Yeah. And who follows up with the treatment plans and the patient communications?
We do the paperwork, the treatment plans, and they get sent in to the practice, and then the TCO liaises with the patient.
Nice.
This is where it all goes downhill again.
Yes, it is.
We were having quite a sensible conversation.
We
look.
A little one there.
This is progeny.
Oh,
Right. Hang on,
see.
I'm gonna have to go and try and get. I need my phone back, Ben. Hang on, 2 seconds.
This is magical. So, do you have a TCO in every practice, Will?
Hertfordshire, yes, and yeah, pretty much really. Which essentially is the nurses who work with me. Thankfully, he said, they are super organised. So they will have lists of the consultations that I've done, the people who've had scans, and that will then get stuck to my forehead. And please write up the treatment plan and email or send out or whatever. So they've all got permission to nag.
You do need
very
it,
well.
don't you?
Yeah,
not you personally. I mean,
no, I
never see it as a nag. I think it's a big help.
Well, I do say to them, I say, you have permission to nag me, you know. So they go, have you done it? No. Have you done it? No. Do it. So 100%. Then it eventually gets done. So yeah, I'm pretty lucky, you know, in all the practices, all the staff are really, really good.
That is good. We're I think we touched upon it the other week. We're working with a private hospital, helping them put their processes and protocols in because they haven't had, I think maybe did a couple of implants, it was a few years ago. And we said to them, if you get yourself a good TCO, they are worth their weight in gold.
Yeah.
Not just for implants, for your dental practice, you know.
Yeah.
They're back.
There we go.
Oh,
hello.
He's trying to climb.
Oh, bless
Oh my
him.
God, that takes me back.
Goodness me, that is really a mini you, Ben.
Started late.
More hair though.
Started late.
I hope you're pointing to the baby when you say that, not the dog in the background.
That's it. Take him out. Take him out.
I've done some mingers. He's got a very good punch on it. He's got a left like Joe Frazier. 9 months old.
Brilliant.
Oh.
Is it 9 months?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Wow. And look at the dog.
Look at that.
Absolutely brilliant.
That is absolutely great, isn't it?
Take
Well,
you back.
gentlemen, I feel that we've potentially reached that time.
Yeah.
So I'd like to say,
other food delivery services are available.
absolutely.
You know what? And they might be able to deliver.
Oh.
Yeah. How'd you, you know, a lovely chap, but he couldn't quite get the number 8 and 0. Never mind. We're here.
I want to say a massive thank you to Ben. It hasn't been an easy webinar for him, but we really, really appreciate it. And hopefully we can get him back on the panel in better form.
Yeah, he'll get it sorted for next time.
Get him sorted. Well, Carl, it's been a pleasure. Always enjoyed the Friday evenings. Thank you both very, very much. See you next week and have a great weekend, everybody.
Cheers all.
Cheers.
Take care.
Thanks a lot. Bye. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.